Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to talk about something called super learning. Basically, how to master any skill you want way faster than you ever thought you could.
Okay, so let's start with a feeling I'm pretty sure we all know. You know that feeling? You get super excited about learning something new. Maybe it's a language or an instrument, a new skill for work. And then, poof, the excitement is just gone.
So if any of this is ringing a bell, you are definitely not alone. I mean, we've all been there. You start off strong, but it just fizzles out. They call it 3-minute enthusiasm. Or you study for hours and hours, and the next day, it's like it never happened. It just doesn't stick. But here's a thought. What if the problem isn't actually you? What if it's the way you've been taught to learn?
All right, so let's get right into it. This is the big idea, the core of super learning. It's all about reframing the problem. It's time to stop blaming ourselves and start looking at the method we're using.
So here's the thing. Most of us, when we were in school, we were taught what to learn, right? Facts, dates, formulas. But did anyone ever really teach us how to learn? Not really. We were basically trained to memorize stuff just long enough to pass a test. And that old school system, it just doesn't work for real-world skills. And you can really see the difference here. Most of us live on that left side, the outdated learning side. We're passive, we read, we listen, we hope it sinks in. But super learning, it's all about being active. It's not about memorizing for a test, it's about learning so you can actually do something. You're not just cramming info into your head, you're using your whole body, all your senses, to build memories that actually last.
Okay, so before we jump into the how-to stuff, the actual techniques, we need to talk about the foundation. Because, honestly, this next part is maybe the most important piece of the whole puzzle.
And here it is, the 80-20 rule, but for learning. Get this, 80% of your success comes down to your mindset, your attitude, what you believe is possible. That's the vast majority of it. Only 20% is the actual method you use. I mean, think about that. You could have the most amazing learning strategies on the planet, but if your head's not in the right place, it just won't matter.
So what exactly is the right mindset? Well, it really comes down to this idea from psychologist Carol Dweck. Do you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? A fixed mindset says, I am what I am. My talent is fixed. If you fail, well, that just proves you're not good enough. But a growth mindset, that's totally different. It says abilities can be built. Failure isn't the end of the story, it's just a clue about what to do next. Seriously, making that switch to a growth mindset is step number one.
All right, so now that we've got our mindset sorted, let's get to the fun part, the actual toolkit. We're going to break down 3 super powerful, practical strategies you can literally start using right away. First up is a strategy for learning things fast. It's all about intensity. You start by finding someone to model yourself after and getting crystal clear on what you want to achieve. But the real secret sauce here is step 3, learning in concentrated sprints. Think about it. Who's more likely to pass their driving test? The person who takes a 2-week intensive course or the person who takes 1 lesson a month for a year? Exactly. That focused, intense effort, combined with reviewing and learning with others, is what makes it stick.
Okay, get ready, because this next one is a total game changer. It's probably the opposite of how you've always learned. The research is clear. The sweet spot for learning is spending just 30% of your time on input. Reading, watching, listening. And the other 70%, a full 70%, should be spent on output.
So, what in the world is output? It's simple. It's doing something with what you've learned. It's actually playing the guitar, not just watching tutorials. It's trying to write the code. It's explaining the idea to a friend. You see, we spend almost all our time just consuming information when we should be producing. If you can flip that ratio, I promise you, you will see a massive difference in your results.
All right, strategy number 3 takes the focus off of pure willpower and puts it onto your environment. And this quote really says it all. We think self-improvement is all about grinding it out, but that's just a tiny piece of it. The real secret is building an environment where learning is just easy, almost automatic. So stop trying to force it. Stop relying on willpower because willpower runs out. Instead, rig the game in your favor. Change your surroundings. You want to learn a guitar? Don't hide it in the closet. Leave it out in the open where you'll trip over it. You want to read more? Literally put the book on your pillow so you have to move it to go to sleep. Make your goal the easiest thing to do. Okay, so you've got the right mindset. You've got these amazing strategies. But there's still one final boss we all have to face, right? Procrastination. That voice in your head that says, I'll do it later. How do we beat that?
Well, there's this fantastic little trick from Mel Robbins called the 5-second rule. It is so simple, but so powerful. See, whenever you have an idea, like, hey, I should practice now, your brain gives you about a 5-second window. After that, it slams on the emergency brake and fills your head with all the reasons why you shouldn't do it.
So here's how you use it. The moment you have that thought, you start counting down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The countdown interrupts the excuses. And when you hit 1, you physically move. You don't think about it, you just stand up or open the book or grab the guitar. That physical action is what breaks the spell of procrastination. It's like a secret weapon to launch you into action.
And that's really what this all comes down to. Knowing this stuff is great, but the real power comes from taking that first tiny step. So I'll leave you with this question. What will you decide to learn right now in the next 5 seconds? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go do it. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.